Hi, I'm Anumita Nadesan, and I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm the Artist of the Month on Radio City Indie.
Hi everybody, this is Shweta from Radio City Indie, and today we have a very special guest with us. Somebody who's known all over Instagram, on your reels, on all of his songs. Somebody who's known to do covers, and also she came up with a beautiful single. Please welcome Anumita Nadeshi. Hi Anumita, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. It's such a pleasure having you with Radio City Indie. Tell us about, your musical journey. How did you get into this? Was it already planned? Were you always inclined towards music, or it just happened unplanned and organic?
Started singing when I at a very young age. So I started training in music when I was 5 or 6 years old. So I am classically trained. So I've been training since a very long time,
Mm-hmm.
and I am now 21 years old and I'm studying footwear designing. I'm majoring in footwear designing. So, post pandemic, I mean, things really worked out for me, I guess. Like all this hard work and whatever. Like, I was always into
Right.
music. So, it
Mm-hmm.
really fell into place for me. And a lot of, love and a lot of people started loving my voice and like what I've been putting out. So it wasn't really, it was quite unplanned, I would say. And I never thought that I would get this opportunity to, showcase my music to the world.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so grateful that I have so much support, like my family, friends, and like everyone around me is like very supportive of my art.
Well, rightly so, because you are so talented and you gave us some of the beautiful covers and also with your recent release, Khwaab, which is equally soulful. I think we all are grateful that, because of the pandemic, we got to listen to so many artists like you who can create their own music and who can give us, beautiful renditions also. Your covers, especially, Jashne Bahara and Masakali and all of it have gone viral, and how? Like, people are using it on Reels, they're talking about it. It's got crazy views on Instagram. Your YouTube is, like, I'm sure, filled with comments which are loved and, appreciated. How does that feel?
It feels amazing. I mean, I never thought. I initially, it was never a plan for me to post a reel. So what I did is I shot this 28 seconds of Jashn Bara, me singing that "Kaise Kahe" part, and I showed it to my sister, and she was like, "Oh, this is good. You should post it." I mean, like
Hmm.
I haven't. That was my first reel actually.
Right.
So she was like, you should post it. And I was like, no, I don't want to. And then she posted it from my account, like
Oh,
at like around 1 a.m. in the like post midnight. And it blew up. Like the views and all, I had like 700 followers back then.
right.
That was a lot. I mean, then the reel itself got like, I don't know, 1,000, 6,000 views, and I was like, what? That was like lot for me. And then it blew up. People started creating reels, and it was completely new to me, and it motivated me a lot to put out more music. After that, I started, making compositions, my own melodies, and I started
Right.
writing music. And then
Mhm.
one night I was jamming to this random melody, and then Khwaab was made. I found this music very melody, very catchy, and then I sent it to my manager, and then he also loved it, and he we tied up with Big Bang, and Rajan and Himanshu from the Yellow Diary came on
Right.
board. It was all a dream.
Amazing. Like, I was, the next question or the next topic was about Khwaab, that you said the melody was created within a night or something when you randomly started creating. So tell us about the process. How was it, creating the entire song and having a little shift from, doing covers to making your own music? How was the entire process?
Yeah, so basically I'm from Kerala, so I don't know Hindi. So I'm not very fluent in Hindi. I mean, I can understand, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
talk back a lot in Hindi. So
Right.
one night, so what I basically do is whenever I'm creating a melody, I go like na 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 na, just random,
Mm-hmm.
just all this stuff. So one day I borrowed my friend's guitar, and my I don't have a guitar where I can directly plug plug it into my laptop. I was jamming with that guitar on Logic, and then I started, layering
Right.
up a lot of guitar layers,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like so much fun. And then at first, I paired up a lot of chords and stuff, and then I came up with, okay, I should put some words to it then, or a melody. And then
Right.
I sang to it, na 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 na, random like that. It was so random. And then after that, I saved it. Name of the project was Hope with a question mark because it had a
Okay.
very hopeful, optimistic tone to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saved the file, I sent it to my manager, Harshit, and he really liked it. He was like, dude, this is so good. And then he spoke to Raghav Miatal from Big Bang, and they
Right.
also loved the composition. And they were like, okay, we should do this. And we tied up with Big Bang, and later on, we had Rajan and Himanshu from the Yellow
Mm-hmm.
Diary. I flew to Mumbai, and we went to Himanshu studio and sat there for 7 hours approximately. And then the song,
Wow.
Rajan and Himanshu, they're like a magician. They inspired me so much. They were like, it felt so surreal. It was just
Mm-hmm.
amazing, amazing experience.
Wow. So you are from God's own country, Kerala. And
Yeah.
that in itself a lot of things about music and about art and all of it because I've been to Kerala not once but twice if I'm not wrong and every time I go I discover something new. You know, even when I'm talking to some localites, say a tour guide who's driving me around or something, they always have something or the other to do with music. Like it's either humming or they'll put up some music even if it's in Hindi, even if it's a Hindi song which they may not understand, but they'll always hum to it. So is it the natural Keralite thing that you get music into, or it's like you are one of an exceptional case that you are born with this talent?
No, not really. I mean, a lot of people are like super talented over here. And
Mhm.
I am so proud to be, one of them or like representing this community. I am
Right.
so proud of that. And like, thankfully, my like family background, like they're also into music and
Mhm.
they have always been supporting me. So I'm so happy and so glad that I'm one of them.
Awesome. So that now that we spoke about, your transition from doing covers to making your own music with, famous artists and people who already have a huge fan base and all of it. So, what was that one moment that made you sure that okay, you would want to make your own music now and probably also focus on covers, but throw more light on, making your own music like Khwaab?
My initial plan like was to be an indie artist. So
Right.
I love composing. So I love making music. I love the process. I love composing a lot. So it always like makes me want to do more. So making covers was just a part of like getting
Sure.
to the the getting to the
Sure, sure.
yeah.
Mm.
So what I would say is like all these covers helped me like in like it inspired me so much to make more music and like put a piece of me out there and give them like who Anumita Nadesan actually is. And Khwaab was it was a part of that. And
Well,
it was
we,
an amazing.
yeah, well, we have a beautiful, beautiful part of you over here because Khwaab is something that will be always close to me because, like the video, I am also a wanderer all out of curiosity and I love, traveling and all of it. So, what was the how did the entire concept come together to you? Like, was it a planned thing when you were writing this song about the video or it just happened while you were discussing the song, or was it altogether another process?
It wasn't my plan. Like a lot, everyone, the whole team, like put their inputs and everything like aligned with the concept of the song. So basically, my what I had in my mind like was it's very hopeful and it's very optimistic and it portrays dreams and stuff. And the whole team, like they got my idea and
Sure.
they came up with the concept like a girl traveling like which was also shot in Kerala. It was shot in Kochi, Kerala.
I
And
thought so because the backwaters are so beautiful, and I don't think so we can find something as serene as that apart from Kerala. But yeah, sorry, you were saying.
So the directors, Sanjana and Rohan, so they're like so amazing. They connected so much with the song, and they
Right.
came up with this beautiful concept and like a beautiful video as well for Khwaab.
Right. So were you there throughout the process of shooting it and executing it and all of it?
I wasn't there for the shoot, unfortunately. I was having my exams. I'm a student now.
Oh,
I was supposed to be on the shoot, but then my exams and like, all the COVID and all the scenes didn't match up.
so during the pandemic, especially while the movie music or the film music was on a halt because we were not having any films released, we saw a lot of independent artists coming up with their own music, coming up with their own singles, EP or albums or whatever. And we saw as an audience, we saw major shifts from uh, people listening to this film music to shifting to indie artists, listening more to indie artists religious. So have you, as an artist, found any shift or any transition or any change during the lockdown era to, a post-relaxation lockdown era?
Yes, there was quite a shift from people listening to Bollywood to indie. And I think the pandemic really helped indie artists to push themselves and like put out more music, and it gave them a lot of opportunity. I would say the internet helped a lot for artists
Right.
like me.
Mhm.
It was like it was quite easy, not easy I would say, but then there was an opportunity for everyone out there.
Right. It was
So
pretty
it wasn't
accessible.
like
If
that before.
yeah.
So I think
Mhm.
the pandemic helped a lot, and it's
Right.
great that people are listening to more indie music now.
Absolutely. So now that you're a proud part of this community, whom do you look up to as artists in the same space?
I don't have a favorite artist, like, but I love everyone. That's what I meant. I
You don't
mean,
have to be politically correct over here. You can just name some. It's okay. It's quite
if I
okay.
have to pick someone, then I would say the Yellow Diary or the Local Train, Kamakshi Khanna.
Right. Hmm.
I mean, they're my favorites. I can say. I can.
What is the part that excites you the most to create your own music?
Maybe when you start composing, you
Mm-hmm.
get this rush in your like in your head, and but then like for me, going back to and listening to that, like it makes me question myself. Okay, is this good enough? Is it good? And then you might send it to other people, yeah, like your friends,
Mm-hmm.
and like you make others listen
Sure.
to it, and then you get
Sure.
their feedback, and then they might be giving you good feedback or bad, and that makes you wanna,
Mm-hmm.
even if they're giving you good feedback, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh wow, that came from me. I mean, I made that and someone else liked it, and that makes you wanna,
Right.
that excites you. As in,
Mm-hmm.
even if when I put out Khwaab, I really didn't believe that like a lot of people listen to it, and that's my first song that I which I put out, like which is my
Absolutely.
own. That really makes me want to do more and like put out more music, and that's what I think that excites me a lot.
Amazing. It excites us a lot when you create new music. So please continue doing this.
Thank you.
This is not this is not your first collaboration with Himanshu from the Yellow Diary, is it? I think you've done some more collaborations. So can you talk about it
Yes,
a
I've
little?
done one more song with him, which was my first feature. That was the first
Right.
song that I put out as
Right.
an original artist. So that was
Mm-hmm.
called Katutli Ke Dhage, which is
Right.
almost around 1 million streams on Spotify. That was uh, a label release with Warner Music
Mm-hmm.
India. And
Right.
that's how I first met Himanshu. And then I had that comfort with him, and I
Mm-hmm.
told Harshit that I want to work with Himanshu on my first original as well. And they all loved the
Lovely.
melody, and Himanshu and Rajan came along.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Now that we started about start this conversation with your covers and all of it, and then we came back to your single. So, what is your favorite part from Khwab that you've written and composed? Is there a favorite part that you
My
would love?
favorite part would be the beginning of the song, Mera Khwahishon ka Shami.
I think I would have it on loop every time I'm, traveling somewhere, and especially when I am in Kochi or Kerala. I think this would be the perfect song if I create a reel somewhere, or even if I'm just, in the backwaters and enjoying the serenity. So, absolutely a wonderful masterpiece. Congratulations once
I'm
again on
looking
that.
forward to see that reel one day.
I will tag you, don't worry about it. And I will also remind you, I'll give you a little throwback on the caption also that, hey, it was me we interacted with. It is such a pleasant voice and so refreshing, to be very honest. At the age of 21, I was barely able to complete my essays, and look at you over here acing everything that you're doing. So, guys, a huge shout out to Anumita Nadesan. Please go and follow her if you are not already. Her YouTube channel is full of beautiful songs and renditions that you would want to definitely listen to. And if you haven't listened to Khwaab, what are you even doing? Go listen, make it your new favorite, and add it to your playlist already. I hope you love this interaction with us, Anumita. Is there anything that you would want to leave a message for your fans?
Absolutely. I love the interaction. Thank you so much for having me, Radio Intercity. And it's so amazing that I can. I think this is my first interview, if I'm not wrong. So thank you
Yes.
so much for, having me over here. And thank you for supporting me throughout. And thank you for supporting my art. And keep streaming, keep listening to my music. And I love you all. Thank you.
Radio